This is your May 2023 Club Growth Director Report presented by me, your District 23 Club Growth Director, Beverly Williams. We are reminding you in this last month and 1 week to finish strong. I will go over how the renewals are going, the beat the clock. How are we doing on area director reports, which need to be in by May 31st, club elections, and the club officer training, which is what date? What date is that? June 3rd. Hybrid in 2 locations, Albuquerque and Lubbock. That makes a total of 3 locations, including Zoom. In April, how were we doing? We had 65 clubs and 1,534 members paid. Now, something interesting happened when we look at May. How many clubs do we have? Oh no, we have 57 clubs. That's because many of the members didn't renew, and many of the clubs are no longer in good standing and are in fact suspended. Keep those leads coming in and let's get those clubs rebuilt. But look at our members, 1677, we're getting there. In fact, of all of the clubs that have more than 8 members, we have about 83%. Yay! And look at all of these areas. 6 areas have all of their clubs renewed. C11, C12, N31, N32, S41, and S43. And then there's 5 more that are really close. E21, 23, 24, N33, and S42, C13, and E22 have half their clubs. I apologize if some of this information is out of date, but the website is not renewing as often as we would like. And I had to lock this video in at some point. How are we doing on Beat the Clock? Well, we have to figure that out at the end of May, and then we have 1 more month. If you get 5 members, you get a ribbon from Toastmasters International and a store discount. However, if you get only 3 members in the next 2 months or in the next month and a week, we're going to make a special District 23 ribbon to give to you. It is a coveted ribbon that every club needs to add to their banner. How many area director reports have been submitted? 69%. We're so close to the 75% that we need by May 31st. But should we submit just 75%? Why should we even do these area director reports? When we visit clubs, it encourages them. It's like getting an evaluation for your speech. It encourages you. And when we encourage the clubs, they become more successful, which makes the entire district become successful. So let's do our best to get 100% of the area director reports in, because that means that 100% of the clubs are encouraged and more likely to continue. There are already areas that have finished all of their visits and reports. Temper in C11, Siona in C12, Jen in E23, Diane, a division director taking over for area director in E24, Laura, a division director taking over for an area director in N31, Fran in N32, A division director taking over for an area director in N33 and Bill in S42. Once again, I apologize if any of this information is incorrect. However, this is amazing that we have this many area visits completed and the reports, which are like evaluations for the clubs, that encourage them and help them improve, completed. There is 1 week to get all those reports done or visits done. This is your opportunity to ask for help if you need it. Let's say you have a few clubs that hadn't had a chance to visit and they're not meeting in the next week. What do? You can call an officer of that club and do the report with that officer, just talking through the report. It will be equally as encouraging. And you could certainly meet with that officer and all of the officers at an officers meeting, an executive meeting of that club, to help them implement the recommendations that you might be making. Get the help you need. The people on this call might be able to help you, or those in Leadership 23, which meets next week. Because together we can do it. Together we can get the renewals in. Together we can get our area director visits done and the reports done. Together we can get more members. What's next on the outline? Club officer elections. There's still time. They need to be done by the end of May. Then if you get the officer list in by the end of May, our happy district director has to visit you with a beautiful goodie basket. Already 18 clubs are going to receive visits from District Director Jeff Miller. Isn't he handsome? You want him to visit your club. So encouraging. Get the elections done and the officer list to Toastmasters by May 31st. There are a few other reasons other than to have this handsome man visit you. It's so that you can take the month of June to transition from your outgoing officers to your incoming officers and have them mentor them, and so they can attend the upcoming training. When was that? Oh yeah, June 3rd. Hybrid meeting in Lubbock and Albuquerque, and that final third location on Zoom. Because we at District 23 can finish strong. We can help you do your club visits or calls. When you do those club visits or calls, encourage renewals, encourage them to elect their officers, encourage them to submit their officer lists by May 31st. Encourage them to add more members and encourage them, let's see if I can do this, to go to the hybrid club officer training on June 3rd. Yay! We really appreciate, the trio really appreciates all the work that you area director and division directors are doing. We couldn't run District 23 without you. Thank you so much for the work you're doing and will continue to do to finish this Toastmaster year strong.